Today's Bible verse comes from Jeremiah chapter 29, verse 11. For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans for welfare and not for evil, to give you a future and a hope. Have you ever felt the sting of rejection? If you have a pulse right now, you've probably experienced rejection before. So go ahead, check your pulse. Are you alive? Well, now that we've got that covered, let's talk about how to deal with rejection. How can you face rejection and still thrive as a single Christian? The most important step in facing rejection is to recognize that every battle against discouragement and despair starts in our minds. We become what we think about, and the surest way to know what we're thinking about is by listening to the words that come out of our mouths. What sorts of words are you telling yourself about God? What sorts of messages are you preaching to yourself? When it comes to our words, we must commit to stop rehearsing the pain of rejection over and over again. No more planning our revenge, and no more disliking everything related to the source of our rejection. No more hashing it out to anyone who will listen. Instead, we walk in the Spirit, refusing to gratify the desires of our flesh. While licking our wounds feels good for a season, the only way to thrive is to speak truth to our souls. God is at work in us, even in our rejection. God is in control of our lives, even when we're unfairly treated. We can renew our minds and find unshakable joy by focusing on the truth of God's promises. Stop and evaluate what messages you're speaking to yourself about your life. Are your words based on God's promises, or are you believing lies?